That line alone had the internet on fire. But up until that moment, and along with a couple others, this movie, it was a mess. Let's talk about it. What's going on? It's Trey here, and since you found me, you might as well hit the subscribe button and leave a like for more content. And today, we're diving into the movie that should have been the event of the decade, Batman vs. Superman. But instead of it doing just that, being the event of the decade, this movie here, it divided fans right down the middle. But this is part 2 of my series, It Was Mid Until. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. While coming out, it was a film packed with hype. It has 3 of DC's most iconic characters, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And it also had legendary potential. That showdown still dropped the ball. But along with all the confusion and lost potential that this movie had, there were still a few moments in here that made you forget it all. The pacing issues and that whole Martha situation. And I believe these 3 scenes here made people sit forward and say, hold up, run that back. Okay, let's be real. This movie here had everything going for it. You had Henry Cavill's Superman fresh off of Man of Steel. You had Batman being recast with Ben Affleck, known as the Batfleck. And it was Wonder Woman's first live action performance, played by Gal Gadot. And also with a great director of Zack Snyder, you had to tell yourself, man, this right here is a home run. But instead of the epic that we all expected, we got a dark, moody, overstuffed movie that just tried to do way too much and too soon. The tone of this film was grim. The pacing was off throughout the whole entire film. And don't even get me started on Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of Lex Luthor. Blech. He was actually acting like he was auditioning for the Joker. I remember the time of this film's release, everyone was excited, going into the theaters expecting to see something epic, but after, people left theaters confused. Critics panned it, fans argued for months, the entire DCEU shook because of this film, and for a minute, it looked like Batman vs. Superman would be nothing more than a cautionary tale. That is, until the warehouse scene. I believe this is where the movie earned its cape. It's the scene where Batman storms a warehouse full of hostiles. And you already know, Solo Dolo. And all that was after his confrontation with Superman. And it was to rescue Martha Kent. And then suddenly, we see it. The Batman we all have been waiting for and came to see. Not a guy hiding in the shadows, not some stiff brawler. This was Arkham Knight Batman. Gliding through windows, using smoke pellets, disarming guns, flipping dudes over crates, body slamming people into the floorboards. It's gritty, it's grounded, and it's brutal. Just like Batman should be. Hold on, let y'all see for yourself. Now you guys sitting there watching that, would you guys believe me if I told you that's the first time in years that it actually looked like Batman was a problem? You did not want to be in that room. And it wasn't just cool choreography. It felt raw, unfiltered, and strategic. It's like Batman should be. It felt like every moment had purpose. Ben Affleck's Batman might have had a rocky debut, but this scene alone earned him his respect. And people who didn't even like the movie, they still love this scene. And it's the one clip in this movie that Marvel fans won't talk crap about. It's that good. But aside from that scene, there's another scene. The scene with one of the most famous lines. And I'm not even going to try to say it because I won't do it justice. How about I let the man say it for himself? Come on, Bats.
Consider this mercy. Tell me. Do you bleed?
Yo, that's a comic book mic drop. Say what you want about Snyder's writing, but that line right there, I am so glad he put that in. That line alone made Batman feel dangerous again. I mean, you know he can't really do too much against Superman. But by him asking him that and looking dead serious when he asked him, it just made him feel oh so dangerous, man. I mean, not just a billionaire in a suit, but a man who fight a god and mean it. That line there, it gave us a taste of what tension this movie was supposed to deliver. And later on, the warehouse scene paired together, it changed the energy. And I feel after this, the fans gave the movie another thought. The scenes were rewatched, clipped, shared, turned into gifts. People said, okay, maybe this movie isn't all that bad. Even some of the harshest reviews ended with complimenting that warehouse scene though. Snyder even built on this energy in Zack Snyder's Justice League, giving Batman more tactical scenes and brutal hand-to-hand combat because the people responded. That wasn't just a good scene. I believe it was the turning point. Now, if we had more of those scenes throughout the whole movie, who knows? This movie probably would have went down as one of the greats, as far as action-wise. And that is the moment where the movie stopped dragging and started delivering. So yeah, Batman vs. Superman is still messy, it's still flawed, but the moment Batman dropped into that warehouse, I believe it went from mid to memorable. And that's what this series is all about. Those one or two moments that remind you of why you bought the ticket in the first place. If you got a movie that was saved by one legendary moment or scene, drop it in the comments. And also make sure you like and subscribe on your way out. It greatly helps the channel. And be sure to tap in for my next episode of It Was Mid Until. Because trust me, there's plenty of movies out there and we got more coming. But be sure to follow for any more movie news, reviews, or anything of that nature. Because it's possible. If you've seen it, I've seen it too.